Yahoo.
What?
From Yahoo Answers.
Okay.
Yahoo, the website, does email. They do email and they do answers. Those are their two services they provide. This is one of the latter. It was sent in by Emma Camp. Thank you, Emma. So Yahoo Answers user James, who asks, how do I get the most out of my time at the Olive Garden? We talked a lot about sort of like maximizing, exploiting the Olive Garden economy is a constant source of conversation on this show. We've talked about like minimum age requirements for even entering the Olive Garden facility, which is important. We've squared that away. This is more, listen, it's tough to get out to restaurants right now, isn't it? And by tough, I mean morally indefensible, but also tough. So when you're there, we know you're family, but how can you really make each fucking moment matter?
What's great about that question, Griffin, I'm so glad you brought it to the table, is like it is subjective in such a poignant way, right?
Right.
Because one could argue pasta and bread are very filling, right? So you can't just say eat some pasta and breadsticks, right? Because then you're going to get full very quickly. But also, counterpoint, you can't say just like eat some like lettuce and cherry tomatoes and get the most lettuce and cherry tomatoes you can, because are you really getting the most out of your Olive Garden experience?
Yeah, so wait, now this is interesting. Instead of coming to a compromise between those two ideas, we should measure which one is the best, which is to say the two extremes are you enter the Olive Garden and never eat and never leave. They won't kick you out. It's a fucking Olive Garden.
Yeah.
You can just kind of
Your
ride.
family.
Your family. They cannot kick you out. You're their dad now. And you can just kind of chill and never eat and be there forever. And there you are making the most out of your time because you have given yourself infinite time.
Right.
The alternative to that is you walk into the Olive Garden and they shoot you in the face with a spaghetti gun. Yeah. And then you get what you get. You slam what you can slam, and you turn and you turn on your heels and walk right out the door. You have
this is a lot like asking about life, Griffin, when you think about it.
It's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, should you live a timid life, but be in the Olive Garden for as long as you can?
Right.
Or lead an adventurous, aggressive life.
Yeah.
But only have a limited time in the Olive Garden.
Okay, you guys are fucking wasting time. When you first show up, you're going to be waiting for a table. You tell them while you're waiting, you can get half off wine. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to know right now.
Oh,
okay, and I know that from my time as an employee. That's huge.
Oh,
that's going to be maximizing your budget and also your time.
Well, before you even do that, though, be shouting the word spaghetti as you walk in the door. Now, as you are in the vestibule, in the airlock from the front door to the door in, be saying spug, like ready to get it going.
May I take it one step further?
Please.
Call as you're driving there and request that a server meet you outside with a basket of breadsticks so you can be eating the breadsticks as you walk into the building.
Good. Have them hang breadsticks from string from the ceiling that you can nibble on as you sprint at full speed to the table they've prepared for you.
Maybe you open your car door to drive to the Olive Garden. What's that on your driver's seat? Basket of breadsticks.
Hey guys, I have stumbled on an article called Olive Garden Hacks, 24 Secrets Straight from Your Server.
Yes.
Because I wanted to make sure that half off wine thing was legit. I'm worried from the journey I'm about to take you guys on. I'm worried we're not going to have time to do the rest of the podcast, but I'm just going to,
Now we do have some money zone. Should we go ahead and do the money zone?
There's 24 secrets here.
We got to cancel the ads.
Yeah, we may not have time for the ads. Okay. There's some that are less wild, right? Split your meal with your partner in order to use two coupons at once. Okay, that's a little annoying, but sure. Here's the first one. Never pay full price for your kids to eat at Olive Garden. They about once every 2 months, 2 to 3 months, Olive Garden runs week-long promotions where kids can eat for only $1. Unless you just got to have those breadsticks now, I recommend waiting for these promotions.
Huh.
Can you imagine staring your kids straight in the fucking face and be like, they're like, Mommy, can we go to Olive Garden? Like, well, when you cost $1, we can. Until then, absolutely not. We're just going to keep aspiring to it. Don't buy the wine. Bring your own cheaper bottle instead.
What?
And You bring your own wine to Olive Garden, they're going to charge you a $7 corkage fee. That's insane.
Okay.
Like, that's unbelievable
Then-
that structure is in place.
For that to work, then that means that whatever bottle of wine you bring has to be at least $7.01 cheaper than what you were, like, you can't.
You will, no, okay, now, almost certainly, yes. The markup there has to be, you probably will be saving. Just the idea of being at Olive Garden and you reach into your giant cargo short pants and pull out from the cargo shorts the pocket a bottle of wine and say, I'll be paying a corkage fee
Oh my
for this
God.
wine I brought. Get this, you could sample up to 3 wines for free. The sample pour is 3 ounces. That can't be right.
That's 9 ounces to the good stuff.
That can't be right. This is number 12 on this list. Employees get 50% off meals after their shift. This is one of the highest employee discounts I've seen. Considering a career in the restaurant industry and you love pasta, you're all set. That's not a tip.
That's not so much a hack, really.
That's not a
That's
tip.
a pivot of your life.
Hey,
That's a
honey,
pivot.
you want to go to eat at Olive Garden tonight? Sure. Give me a second to fill out this employment form online.
Let me call my boss at the hospital to tell him I'm quitting being doctor.
This person must have sold the article as 24 tips and then started to get really desperate because number 16 is ask your server to box up half your meal when they serve it to you. Voila, 2 meals.
What?
No, not at all in any way, shape, or form is that the truth.
And how is that an Olive Garden hack? And not a just sort of
That's a
like,
life hack.
yeah.
This is great.
Hey, when you bring me the meal, box up half of it before you bring it to the table. Someone's been doing their research.
Yeah, you heard that you can get 2 meals for the price of 1 that way.
Daddy, I'm doing my math homework. What's 16 divided by 2? Oh, you mean like at Olive Garden?
Or, okay, this one is order half and half soup if you can't decide which soup you want. Olive Garden has 4 different kinds of soup. You guys know I'm saying with me minestrone, chicken gnocchi, zuppa toscana, and pasta e fagioli. How do you decide? You mix and match.
Huh.
Ask your server to mix the zuppa toscana soup and the chicken gnocchi together. Or enjoy the pasta e fagioli with the veggie heavy minestrone for less calories. So basically, your tip is to be a soup lunatic who just says, hey, I'm sure you worked on these recipes or whatever, but just go ahead and dump them all in one vat for me. And if you could bring a straw with that, I'd appreciate it.
I just wanted to check and see if you guys were ready to order. Yes. Could you ruin some soup for me, please?
Yeah.
Of course, of course. You know what? How about just give me 1/5 a portion of all 5 mixed together? Yes, of course. Yes, the soup mess, as we call it.
Ask for an Italian soda, even though it's not on the menu. That's it's not on the menu anymore, but you can order an Italian soda with the flavors from the Olive Garden lattes. I think that if you ordered an Italian soda from the server at Olive Garden, they would stare at you blankly and then lie on the ground until you left.
All
That
of
is what I
these
would
tips
have
do
done.
seem to assume a certain level of engagement from the Olive Garden employee, that they wouldn't just say, like, no.
You can, and the last tip here is buy Olive Garden dressing in grocery stores. So I guess maybe you could bring your own bottle of dressing and just pay the corkage fee on that. Like, oh no, I brought my own. Thank you.
Now
that's why
we really should go to the money zone, though.
All right, let's go. Come on.